this is me, this is you, and you're like, hey Randy, like I'm not feeling too well today, like people have bummed me out at work, and you know, just things aren't going well. Well, I say, hey buddy, like here, let me pour some of my love and kindness and just my support and empathy into you, all right?
This struggle got purpose and we grow. So whatever role we have to take next, all I need to know is that we'll roll with the punches.
We're back for another episode. Here we are. We're getting consistent. We're getting consistent on this daily vlog. That's right, 2 days in a row. 2024, we're out of the gate strong. We just got to keep it going, y'all. We just got to keep it going. Hey, little quick tip of the cap to a little winter newsboy cap there. That's right, looking stylish today, looking stylish, coming out this 2024 just with a lot of fire, just ready to just take this rocket ship, finally take this rocket ship, this MWA rocket ship to the moon. I'm feeling good about this, y'all. I'm feeling good about this. Got a lot of plans for 2024 that you're gonna hear me talking about over the next several months. So you guys stay tuned. This is the year. This is the year for Midwest Anxiety to push things out, y'all. I've been planning and I feel it. This year is the year. I mean, I'm like everyone else right now saying this is the year. I'm probably like you, probably like your neighbor, probably like your teacher, probably like your boss. We're coming all out strong in 2024. But what separates the pretenders from the contenders, what separates those that continue to do it versus those that just give up, is you got to be intentional every day. Find that purpose, find that strength, find that routine, find those habits to put what you want in your life every day, y'all, every day. And there's a missing part in my life. There's a big missing part. Midwest Anxiety. I know I've got more in me. I've got the plans. They've been all sketched out. They're blueprinted out. Now we just got to execute. We got to execute. And I need you to help me. I need you to help me execute my plan. Execute this plan we got, y'all. That's right. Hey, let's get into it today. Let's get into it. All right, let's go. Calling all Midwest Anxiety athletes. If you're a Midwest Anxiety athlete today, we're outside. These winter conditions, you know it. We train in these winter conditions. We don't go inside in the heat and all the comforts. No. What separates the dogs from the puppies is that we're outside. Our competition's inside. They're inside, but we're outside on those fields. We're outside. You know, we use that adversity. We use that adversity of the weather conditions to train harder. We train harder than the rest of our competition, because what we know is when we get into those competitions, when we get on those fields, we've trained harder than the rest of our competition. And so we know when we go on those fields and it's easier, that we've got an advantage. We've got an advantage. So all Midwest Anxiety athletes out there, you know who you are. If I'm training your mental side of the game, right? Your mental side, we're gonna be training that mental side today. It's cold, right? It's wet out here, but we're gonna be training. We're gonna be training, all right? So, you know, I will help him develop some skills, some cognitive behavioral skills to use. And so, you know, you can be assured that he has the skills. It's a matter of, is he motivated to use the skills is the next part of it. You can't motivate him. I can't motivate him. He has to do it on his own. And so, you know, the next part of it is after I give him the skills, I will help you as a parent. You know, when he is, you know, misbehaving or he's he's being defiant, then what do you do in that situation? So I will help you with the behavioral plan to operate in the background, so you don't have to do all the heavy lifting. Is that plan will basically be in place to when he makes good choices, then he'll be rewarded, and when he's not making good choices, then there will be consequences. And that plan, kids hate it, parents love it, because it holds the kids really highly accountable for their actions. So essentially what it is, and this is something that I'll teach you, is your thoughts, so how you think, your feelings, how you feel emotionally and physically, and then your behaviors, what you do, are all connected together. So, you know, if we're talking about driving specifically, you know, when you get in the car, you know, what are you thinking, what are you feeling, and what are you doing? And so what I'll help you with is to be able to look at your thoughts, feelings, and behaviors, and the anxiety is somewhere in those thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. Anxiety's playing tricks on you, and we need to help you be able to reframe those thoughts, those feelings, and behaviors, and help you come up with a more realistic way of thinking and feeling while you're driving. And so you know, my work is in the moment, and it is in those situations that you're struggling. So, you know, we'll just start out, and I'll teach you the cognitive behavioral skills and how to think, feel, and act. And then, you know, if our goals are, you know, that you would want to reduce the anxiety while driving, then we'll go out and I'll work with you while you're driving, and I'll just help you in those moments. You know, while you're driving, I'll be able to help you through those thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. Okay, it's time for what's been coming up in client sessions. Let's talk about the importance of self-care. All right, let's talk about the importance of self-care. And to do that, I brought along a couple props today. 2 glasses and 1 Coca-Cola Zero. Coca-Cola Zero. You're probably thinking, Randy, what's 2 glasses and 1 Coca-Cola Zero have anything to do with self-care? Well, let's talk about it here. Let's talk about it. First, I need to, don't you just love that sound? I just need to pour some Coca-Cola into the glass, okay? Okay, let me set that right up there for a second. That one's for you, and this is one's for me. I'm pouring a glass for you, and this one's for me, all right? Okay. Let's say that this is me, this is you, and you're like, hey Randy, like, I'm not feeling too well today, like people have bummed me out at work, and you know, just things aren't going well. Well, I say, hey buddy, like, here, let me pour some of my love and kindness and just my support and empathy into you, all right? And then you come back to me tomorrow and you say, hey Randy, like, I lost my dog, and and my coworkers are still not being nice to me. I say, hey buddy, here's a little bit more love, okay? Well, here's the thing, y'all. Look at you, you're getting all filled up. You're getting all filled up, and I just don't have much, I don't got much love, support, empathy left. Like, I gotta find a way to get that, right? I gotta find a way to get it. I gotta find a way to get that love and support. I gotta fill myself up. I gotta figure out that self-care, right? Because if I'm low on it, if I'm low on support and love and kindness and empathy, and I don't know where I don't know how to self-care, I don't know how to get more, then I'm gonna be like, hey buddy, like I gave you love, and I'm gonna expect other people to give me love, right? That's not what kindness is all about. That's not what love is all about. You do it unconditionally. You don't have conditions around it. You don't expect people to do things for you. You just give it out of the kindness out of your heart, because that's who you are. But sometimes people, they can't do it for themselves. So sometimes as a friend, it might be okay. You'd be like, okay, hey buddy, let me give you some love. Let me give you some support. Okay, oh boy, I'm not spilling this all over me. Okay, it's getting messy around here. And that's what good friends do. They give you that love, they give you that support back, right? But what happens if a friend is going through trouble and they're just not able to pour into your glass, and they keep asking for some love and support, and you just keep pouring, and you're like, uh-oh, now I'm like empty. I don't have any more to pour into you. And what if that friend's really struggling? But now, guess what? You're really struggling, because look, you don't have any more, you don't have any more goodness, any love, any kindness, any support, right? You don't have anything left. So you gotta figure it out. You gotta figure it out. You gotta, like, how do I do that self-care? How do I take care of myself? How do I meditate in the morning? How do I practice just telling myself that I love myself? How do I give myself those positive vibes, those self-statements like, hey, you're a good person? How do I, on the weekends, downshift, and instead of working really hard on the weekends, I decided just to take a day of laziness on the couch? Well, guess what? You find that, and you can pour more, because you found that way to do self-care. Okay, you found that way to do self-care, and you pour more back. Okay, you pour more back, you get more. So guys, ladies, gentlemen, girls, boys, the important part here is that you can't expect other people to fill you up all the time. You can't expect your buddies. That would be nice if your buddies do that, but you got to find a way to keep pouring into yourself. You got to keep finding a way to pour into yourself, because if not, there's some point you're going to be totally out. You're going to be totally out, and you're not going to be able to find any more. Look, this is totally out. Totally out. That's empty. That's empty. And you're like, hey, now I'm struggling, and now I'm struggling. And maybe you're struggling all by yourself. Maybe you're struggling all by yourself, and you don't have many people in your life. All right. So the important part is that you got to go find that. You got to go find that for yourself. All right. All right, y'all. Hope that makes sense. Self-care, very important. Daily, do it on the daily. Fine. It doesn't mean, self-care doesn't mean that you have to go on some big trip. It doesn't mean that you got to go to the beach. Wow, those self-care trips are nice. Those self-care trips to New York are nice. Having fun is nice. Just little daily things. Little daily things. And what I always like to say is nothing else. Put your hand on your heart every day and say, I love you, Randy. No, you don't have to say, I love you, Randy. You put your name in there, like, I love. If your name's Jane, I love Jane, right? If your name's Tom, I love Tom, okay? And then you just kind of, after a little self-care there, you enjoy yourself a nice little drink of Coca-Cola Zero or whatever your favorite beverage of choice is. Cheers. Okay, it's time for what's been coming up in client sessions. All right, y'all, I'm feeling it today. I'm feeling it. Let's go. Because I'm feeling it, you get a reward. That's right. I'm feeling like this is gonna be a double what's been coming up in client sessions. You get 2 of those today. Let's spin the topic wheel and see what we're gonna talk about. Do we talk about accountability? Or do we talk about everything as a mindset? Your thoughts create your reality. Which one is it going to be? Let's talk about accountability, y'all. Let's talk about accountability. Accountability is simply just be responsible for your good choices and your not so good choices. Okay, there's not much more to say about it.
On track, now we going way up. W's as easy as a layup.